Oh, what the fuck was that? That was a perfect hit. Come on. Fucking cheap bitch. That's a cheat and that was curveball. Yep, that was just a whole fucking cheat and that was game. 1,500 just to cheat me out. Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Come on, just a couple of good balls and I can leave. I didn't say that. Okay, give me 2 perfect games. 2 perfect games. Come on. Give it to me. Oh shit. Oh shit. Nice. Nice. Strike. Okay, whatever. Alright, just give me 1 perfect game then. I'll take 1 perfect game. Alright, give me a perfect game. Perfect game. Last pitch. Give me a good pitch. Give me a good pitch. Give me a good pitch.
I'm back.
Ah, that's a weak pitch.
I'm back.
Hey,
Welcome back.
What up?
good.
That's it. What are you watching?
Nothing right now. I was watching that. The Miz came into the chat earlier and he fucking put a link in the chat for us, y'all, about these scientists. It's flat earthers versus scientists, and they get in a room and they have a discussion about it.
Flat earthers versus scientists. 1v1.
Yeah. It was actually pretty fucking good, man. Yeah, it was pretty good. You already know what the outcome was. The scientists shut them down.
Oh yeah, man. What a quickness. But look, how do you know the earth isn't flat? Because math, bitch.
Right.
Yo, something crossed my mind earlier today, man. I was thinking about, remember how we were talking about the human calculator a couple of days ago? Maybe a week ago or so. I remembered a trick that he uses. And it's something that almost everybody in the world does wrong. And it's like a fundamental of math.
Really?
Yeah. How many fingers do you have?
8.
Good. Okay. How many digits on your hand do you have?
10.
Alright. So, when people count their digits, they start at 1. But a calculator does not start at 1. Starts at 0. And it stops at 9. And technically, that's still 10 numbers. Right. And that is the fundamental thing that people do wrong when they count. So technically, if you counted on your hands, if you started with 0 and you learned how to count that way, math would be easier to you. Like that human calculator dude was telling that it's one of his little tricks. Like that's how he kept up with it and shit.
If you start from 0 though, when you're counting your fingers, you miss a finger.
You stop at 9. Yeah.
You stop at 9. So.
Yeah. I mean, technically, if they counted 0 as the number, it is still 10, but it isn't a unit. Like if you're counting how many of them you have, it would be 10. But if you were doing it for mathematical purposes and you started at 0 as for just representing the numbers, then it's easier to keep them in your head, dude said.
Huh.
Yeah, he said that's how he formulates most of that shit so fast.
It's interesting, yo.
Yeah, dude.
It would be hard. It'll take some conditioning to get used to doing it like that.
To relearn it that way.
Yeah. But that's interesting as shit, though. I kind of fucked you up when I said 8, huh?
No, I mean, because that's an old trick question answer, so it just kind of made me laugh. I was like, you know that one too, huh? Yeah, that's why it only took a second to get a redirect on that, to rephrase that question.
Yeah.
Oh, that is not marble.
Yeah, that's something we can probably work out.
Oh man,
because you know how he's all Captain Technical and shit.
Oh fuck! I know what I'm doing wrong. I forgot to change my buttons. Yeah, I was watching that Thundercats yesterday, and there's an issue with episode 5. He's got 2 episode 5s, and one of them is wrong. One of them is actually a heavy fucking spoiler because
Whoa.
it's not the right episode. It's the next to the last episode.
Mm.
And it automatically plays the wrong one first.
Yeah, you just gotta rename it or something
Something. I
to
mean,
get it back
the
on
other one
track.
is there, but for some reason, it's got the wrong one like twice in there. And it tries to play episode 25 in place of episode 5.
Huh.
And when I pulled up the options, I noticed there were two different sets of options on it. That's weird. Why is there another option on this video? And I got to tinkering with it, and I was like, oh, okay, there's two different versions of this, and one of them is fucked up. One of them is like I was like, as soon as the episode started, I was like, this isn't where I was at in the story. Hang on, how the fuck did all this happen? What the fuck did I miss? And I pulled it back. And I did it again, and I was like, I did it again. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then, like at the start of those old episodes, the second Thundercat series really didn't have an intro. It just kind of did the music that, and that was it. And then it would show the
Huh.
title. And the name of the title didn't sync up with the name of the title that was in the list. And I was like, wait a
Mm.
minute. And so I scrolled on down to the end of the list, and I kept looking for the title that appeared in the episode, and I was like, fuck. I was like, that's number 25. That's like the next to the last episode. I was like, that is no
Huh.
bueno. That is a heavy spoiler. Uh-oh. Mommy isms. I don't care if you like it or not. You're gonna do it. I saw my little brother today. Worked with him for the first time in a couple of months. I found out my boss has been lying to fucking both of us. And then my boss is getting a little old, and I've been being patient with him and shit. The motherfucker's starting to get a little mouthy. It's about to piss me off. There was a couple of times I had to bite my fucking tongue today. Like he popped off. We've been standing there talking to this fucking guy for 20 minutes. And in less than 5 minutes, I was showing my brother one of the videos that I had done. And he walks back over and he's like, well, y'all gotta get the fuck moving. Da-da-da-da-da. So I think a motherfucker, you just wasted 20 goddamn minutes talking about some shit we can't fucking do yet. And you can come over here and pop off the mouth and niggas have been looking at my phone for 5. About went off. My brother could see it on my face. Just started shaking his head like, don't. Got to talking to him about the accident and shit that we got into a couple of months back. The little man and that fucking car wreck and shit.
Not much gets past them.
I told him, yeah, well, my older brother and little man's son was in a fucking car wreck because Dougie was fucking drunk. Now, when they left the bar, my brother was driving. But it was Dougie's car and shit, and Dougie was all fucked up. Dougie's a little thuggish little bitch. He ain't a bitch, but you know what I mean. And he's always got a fucking pistol on him. And he got to running that mouth with my brother. He's like, motherfucker, this is my car. Da-da-da-da-da. You pull the fuck over. I can make you pull the fuck over. And da-da-da. Jared's like, all right, man. Jared told him like 3 times. He's like, dude, we're less than 5 minutes from the fucking house. Let's get to the house. And then you can do whatever the fuck you want, man. Just let's get to the house. He tried to talk him down like 3 times. And then Dougie started popping off and getting hard. And Dougie is a little fucking crazy. Dougie pulled the fucking pistol on his daddy when he was 15 years old. And his daddy is Little Man. Little Man used to beat the fuck out of him and shit. And one day, fucking Dougie had enough. And Little Man got bucked. And Dougie put that pistol at his nose.
Huh.
Can you open it? School.
Yeah. It's probably it. Dougie put that pistol at his fucking nose and he said, do it, old man. It'll be the last fucking time you put your hands on anybody. Little Man backed the fuck off. But anyway, Dougie wound up getting into a wreck that night. He got on the wrong side of the road coming back from Bellevue and hit a car head on. And or actually, he was in the wrong lane. And when he tried to swerve out of the way, he spun the car around and he T-boned himself. Like the other car was facing straight, but when he tried to swerve, he put the driver's side in the front of the other car and fucked himself up. Like it fucked him up bad. He was in the hospital for a couple of days. The fucking engine pushed forward, which pushed the steering column and shit forward, and it caught him like under his ribs and just pushed all of his fucking his abdominal muscles and all of his organs in his stomach. It pushed him up into his ribs. So he had to go to the fucking hospital, and they had to like pull all of his shit out. They had to break his fucking ribs to open him up to put everything back where it was supposed to fucking be. And he lived through it and shit. And somehow he lied and got out of it. And he tried to fucking pin it on my brother, man, at first. And he was like, no, somebody else was driving. Somebody else was here. And da-da-da-da-da. And then while Dougie got took to the hospital, my brother was still there. And Little Man showed up. And when Little Man showed up, he punched my brother in the fucking face. Like, knocked him down. And he was like, you said you was going to take care of him. You wrecked his fucking car. Da-da-da-da-da. And he started running his fucking mouth. Well, the cops was already there, so they arrested Little Man on the spot. My brother went with him, I guess a couple of days later or a week later or whatever, and went to fucking court with him and pretty much just let it all go. Like, Little Man showed up the next day and apologized to him and whatever. I told Jared, I was like, you better not ever trust these motherfuckers. Like, I'm telling you, and I've been telling you forever, you cannot, like, they might be from here and not, they might treat you like fucking family to your face and shit, but I guarantee you, it comes down to something hard, that motherfucker will throw you under the bus to save his own ass. Every fucking time. I was like, do not trust that motherfucker. I was like, it's why I don't fuck with him, man. This is why I'm mean as shit to him every time I see him. Because I don't trust that motherfucker, and I don't want to be close to him. And, he's like, oh, no, you know, he's like, I'm basically just keeping an eye on shit. You can be looking at a pistol all day long. That motherfucker will still shoot you. So I told him today, I was like, I can't stand Little Man. Like that motherfucker. Like I'd rather bust his fucking head than have a conversation with him. That's how much I can't stand him no more. And he's like, my brother's like, well, why? I was like, because the motherfucker tried to take advantage of you, and he'll do it again. I was like, you fucking watch, he'll do it again. You keep letting this shit ride. And my brother will make fucking excuses, but the honesty of it is he's scared. And he won't admit that he's fucking scared. Because the second he admits it, then it's out there. And then people know it. And then he knows they're going to push him around. So he just tries to play it off like he's a passive person. He's not passive. He's fucking scared. And I told him, I was like, yeah. It's like, anything ever happens again, I was like, I'm telling you now, I'm going to put Little Man in the fucking hospital. I don't give a fuck who he is, what his family does, and how many goddamn pistols he's got in the fucking house. I will bury the motherfucker breathing he ever puts a hand on you again. It's like, I'm not playing. It's like, I'm subject to do it just on fucking principle. And he's like, well, you know, you can't really do that. Fuck, I can't. I love my brother, but my brother spent most of his life out in the country. Because when I was like, I was raised out here. We moved out to Nashville when I was like 5. And so from birth to 5, I was out in the country. And then from 5 to fucking 15, I was out here. And then at 15, I started running away, and I was basically on my own. I never fucking went back. I got locked up a couple of times, and it's been a few years in fucking lockup. But you know, the rest of the time was in the city and shit. So like, I was basically raised around all this shit and in this fucking environment. He didn't come out here until he was 20. When he was like 7 or 8, Mom and them moved him out to the country, like an hour from here, Cumberland Furnace, little middle of nowhere fucking country town, where for at least 25 to 50 miles, there was only one high school, because that's how few kids there were. That's how low the population was out there. And when he was like 20, he moved up here. And I guess because Dad lived up here, he came up here and he was just kind of fake, you know, and he was kind of like, thought he was a little hood kid because he lived in the fucking ghetto and shit now, in the fucking pre-ghetto or whatever. I call it the pre-ghetto. You know, that shitty neighborhood just before the projects? Like, that was us. That was us. I call it the pre-ghetto. Because it's those busted houses, but they're busted ass, fucking junky ass, tore down looking places. That was us. And he started kind of acting hard and acting like he was from here and shit when he wasn't. And he doesn't, as much as he'd like to tell himself he knows how it works, he don't know how it works. And fucking, you can't let shit like that slide. You know, something like that slide, motherfuckers will keep doing it. Even if it's on the sly, they'll keep fucking doing it. And then laugh about it. And then lie straight to your fucking face. So I told him, I was like, I'll bust his fucking head on principle. He ain't even got to do nothing to me. Motherfucker did it to my family. And around here, that's enough. When I was growing up, it wasn't but two fucking rules. Mind your own fucking business and never fuck with family. That's it. Those are the only two rules.
They're teaching you to use retard for
Stop
slow?
yelling.
Yeah. Your school is stupid.
They're definitely gonna. He's definitely gonna pull some fuck shit again.
Oh yeah, and it's
That's
gonna
just
happen
how.
sooner than later,
Yeah.
man. Cause I found out today little man's back smoking crack again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he ain't done it in a few years, but a buddy of his just got out the pen, and now they're getting stupid again. I'm like, yup, it's just a matter of time. Especially, all right, because my little brother, he ain't living nowhere now. Now he's fucking squatting in an abandoned house next to little man's place. So I'm like, yeah, they finna get you. It's like, no, they ain't. It's like, I mean, thank God my little brother ain't really got nothing to get. But little man will. He'll start fucking clipping people, man. He'll start looking for what he can to steal and sell and all kind of shit. I know how that motherfucker is. Seen him do it before. Last time they had beat that fucking dude half to death. He beat him half to death with a piece of a fucking limb. He was out there splitting fucking wood, and he was on crack at the time, and he got fucking greedy. What happened was the dude come over, and this dude owed the dealer money, so he couldn't go buy it from him himself. So he got little man to go get it for him. The little man took advantage of his ass and went and got some and broke it in half and then gave him some fucking burnt ass fucking baking soda and shit. He split it, you know what I mean? He cut it even more and took it to him and gave that shit to dude. Dude come back about 10, 15 minutes later. He said, hey, motherfucker, one, this don't weigh right. Two, the other fucking half of it is goddamn baking soda and shit. My man's like, no, that ain't right. He's like, I did not. Well, dude pulled out a fucking knife, and when he did, little man was already out there fucked up. He was out there cutting wood and shit, because we used to take them, logs that we couldn't take to the logging companies, we drop them off at his daddy's house, and they'd sit out there and split wood, and they'd sell bricks of wood over the fucking winter. And so he's out there splitting wood, and there was a fucking limb at his feet, and when that dude popped out a knife, little man picked up that fucking limb and beat that motherfucker half to death. He got manslaughter with that motherfucker. Like, even though the dude didn't die, he fucked him up so bad, they still charged his ass with manslaughter.
Huh.
Yeah, little man did like 5 years. And then he got out. He was supposed to do 15, but he got out for good behavior and he was working out of the fucking workhouse or whatever, and he was working with the sheriff's department and shit to do it. They would take him down like the sheriff's horses and shit. He'd have to maintain it. Remember me telling you that story about the fucking retard he was in jail and they put him in the fucking parade? That was little man.
Okay.
He's a fucking idiot, yo. I mean, he's silly as fuck. He's funny as hell. But that's the con, you know. He makes you think he's stupid. It's guard low, and then he'll clip you where he can. And I was like, I'm telling you, I know it, motherfucker will do it again. Every time he gets on crack, he does something dumb. Every time.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from them people.
Mm-hmm. Hell, he said Dougie wasn't even out of the hospital a full fucking 24 hours before he was right back up at the fucking bar. I mean, right the fuck back up. Said he didn't even give his shit time to heal. He was back fucking working and partying. And he's a tree climber. So, you know his insides would be all fucked up.
Low and quiet does it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, little man's the type, you can't fight him fair. Like, if I had to fight him, I can't let up. Like, I'd have to whoop his fucking ass the second I see him. Like, the second I can put my eyes on him, I would have to just beat that motherfucker until he ain't moving. Because I've seen that motherfucker fight before, and the second he thinks he's gonna lose, he'll reach in it. He keeps a knife in his fucking front pocket, and he'll reach in that pocket and pull out that knife. I seen him get slammed on his head one night by Joe Franklin. Joe saw him going for that fucking pocket. They're just picking on him first and fucking with him and shit. And Joe's the same age as me. Me and Joe grew up together. The fucking little man went to stick his hand in that fucking pocket, and as soon as he did, Joe slammed him on his fucking head. Like, as soon as that hand went in that pocket, before he could pull it back out, Joe wrapped his fucking arms around him, picked that motherfucker up, flipped him over, and slammed him on his fucking head on the damn concrete and knocked him the fuck out. It's like, God damn, Joe. It's like, calm the fuck down, man. He's like, fuck that. He was finna cut me. He's like, what? He's like, I guarantee you, if you pull his, even though he's knocked out, I guarantee you his hand is locked on a fucking knife in his pocket right now. If you pull his forearm, he'll come out with a knife, even though he's knocked out. I seen Joe smash his fucking thumb one time. That's how tough Joe is. You seen somebody like hit their thumb with a hammer before, and they'd be like, ah, God damn it, you know, and they go cussing and screaming. Joe just goes, ow. That was it. Like, not even like an actual that was painful kind of ow. Like you just stepped on a hard rock or something. You're like, ow. And that was the noise he made, right? But when you looked at his fucking thumb, he smashed his fucking thumb so hard that a piece of fat squished out the side of it. Like, I ain't never seen such a fucking thing, man. He knocked, like he was trying to drive a 16 penny nail. He hit that motherfucker. And a little piece of fat just popped out the fucking side of his thumb where he squished it. And that motherfucker just took, he takes it, he just goes, well, fuck, that sucks. And he pulls out a pair of fingernail clippers, lights them on fire real quick to sterilize them, and then just clip the fat off. I was like, fuck, Joe. Yeah, Joe's good people. Joe's crazy as hell, but he's good people. Joe's the kind of dude that, like, if you're funny enough, he'll party with you all night. He'll buy all the drinks. That motherfucker will have his rent due tomorrow and blow every goddamn bit of it. Every fucking bit of it. Just to have a good time. Like, ain't your rent due tomorrow? It's like, yeah, I'll figure something out.
I'll just clip my thumb fat in front of the landlord to scare him, yo. He'll give me another month.
That's what I was talking about when I said there wasn't enough milk.
Can't stop now?
Can't stop now. Pancakes to make. I told her. She's like, you want pancakes? I was like, yeah. And then I went in the fridge. I said, there ain't enough milk. So she hadn't do it. She just come in here with a cup. She's like, oh, I forgot. You gotta have a glass of milk. She's like, now there ain't enough milk. I told you.
Now, what were you doing out here?
Baseball in this game really fucking sucks.
Yeah. Always wondered how come, because this Japanese game, right? How come Japanese people are so obsessed with baseball and cowboy hats?
And hip hop.
Yeah. Yo, you ever seen like Japanese heavy metal? That shit is
Nah.
Yes.
crazy. You have? Did I show it to you?
No,
No.
I think
No.
there's some heavy metal from that Dragon Ball Z movie, Frieza,
Oh.
Return of F.
Those storms are not
The
fun.
one that got me on it was, you ever see that anime show, the Death Note?
Yep.
Yeah.
The band that did that shit, the name of the band is called Maximum the Hormone. And I looked them up at one point, and you can't understand a fucking word they're saying, but the songs are fucking awesome. They're like the Japanese version of Korn mixed with like a little bit of pop and like rap. It's weird. Like, I can't understand what they're saying, but I can tell by the way dude looks and like the gestures that he's making, like what he's going for, you know. Saw this one fucking video where they literally made fun of every musical type. Your Becks and your boy bands and your chick singers and all kinds of shit. Like all in one video. Matter of
Yeah, them
fact, the name of the
motherfuckers over
song was
there,
Kira.
they super duper fucking culture vultures, bro.
Mm-hmm. I like that term, like culture vulture. You gotta remember that. That's good.
Oh, you didn't sign in your. Your Microsoft. No, you were signing in your school online.
So how about through the